So earlier today, I've been adding myself to a lot of Facebook groups lately because I'm in wedding season. So I have some promotions that I'm trying to push for 2025, 2026, right? So I'm a destination wedding photographer. So groups all over the world, which is kind of cool. There's a ton of them. And so now my feed is starting to come up and show all these different posts from a lot of different photographers in all these groups. And today's feed, there was a guy that posted four really good images of detail setups, let's say flowers and tables, wine glasses, and all that stuff. And I was like, oh, these look good. And I looked at the comment or what he's trying to promote. He's trying to push his wedding business. And he says, brides, just an FYI, if you decide not to do a first look, we're not going to be able to get these photos of the details of anything. And basically, he's trying to scare brides into making sure they do a first look so that he has time to do more things later on. And all I said was, this is ridiculous. You can build your timeline, work it out. So I want to talk about it right now. What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. It's Jeremy Lou Photography. Thank you so much for tuning in. Guys, if you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. If video helps you anyway, give it a thumbs up and then click that bell for notifications. I'll tell you every time I come on. So guys, very simple. This whole thing about first looks and all that stuff is getting a little ridiculous. And it's more of a photographer trying to shoot more time and leave earlier in the day than anything else. And that's just 100% what I believe. When I book a couple, we build the timeline with them. We work with the coordinator. Sometimes there's no coordinator, but we build the timeline. So I know everything that happens. I will never force a couple to have a first look simply for more photos, right? If I don't get photos at the beginning, I'll get the photos later on. We'll build it in the timeline. And the thing is we discuss this with our couple so they know completely how it's going to work. But if I were to tell you, hey, if you don't do a first look, I'm just going to miss XYZ. I'm not going to get photos of blah. And the way we combat this is simple. We bring an extra photographer. We bring two photographers. If my couple really wants not to do a first look and they want to do all their stuff during cocktail hour where I shoot the bride and bridesmaids, groomsmen, all that stuff, we can totally do that, right? We'll do a little things before to minimize it a little bit. But then my second shooter, my second photographer, third photographer, they're capturing details for me. They're capturing the cocktail hour. We all set up 30 minutes before the ceremony to capture the details of the room. We work with the team. We work with the coordinator. We build a timeline and we say, hey, from 4 to 4:30, we're going to be shooting this room. We're going to give you access to all these photos so that you can promote your business all that you want within this set. And basically, they're going to want to do this. They're going to want to make sure that they're able to use these images however they want. So it's super simple. Make sure that you have it built in the timeline, but do not threaten the couple and say, if you do not do this first look, I'm going to miss out on all this stuff. And it was ridiculous to me. So I told him that in the Facebook group. I said, hey, this is weird. These are a few things that you can do. And he goes, have you ever been to a wedding before? This is absolutely unacceptable. And he kept going off on me real hard till finally when I just said, dude, it's just not going to work for you. I've been shooting 16 years. I've dealt with crazy timelines, too long of timelines, short timelines, all that stuff. But I've never had to deal with this before. And I've never forced a couple to have a first look for me. If they want a first look, I'm going to build their first look so that we have more time to shoot and all that stuff. But sometimes it's a religious thing where they can't see each other before the ceremony. Is that their fault? No. This is their wedding. This is not my wedding. Photographers need to slow down on the ego and make sure that we're doing stuff for our client. We are serving our client. And these little things just kind of piss me off. It's just irritating. Anyways, what do you guys think?